Guys, can you hear the sound? Can you hear it? Just a second, just listen. Yeah, that is the sound of a chicken that is just about to lay. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Whoa, come on, come on, come on. Guys, take a look at the birds. She wants to go away. Just take a look at the birds. Oh my God, they are so grown. Just look at them, like their combs are starting to grow. They are turning nice and red. The birds are really heavy. They are so heavy, like it should be like 1.4 kilograms or something like that. I honestly haven't weighed them over the last week, so I wouldn't know. But they are growing up well. They are putting on the weight well. And it's so exciting. Woo! I'm so excited, guys. I know many of you guys are farmers and you've probably kept chickens before, or you intend. And getting the birds to this stage, guys, it hasn't been easy. This particular time, it hasn't been easy. I've done really well with the feeds and I've been blessed that the feeds haven't been super expensive. But I had birds die at just a day old, 2 days, 3 days, lost around 150 birds, and then I lost close to the same number due to illness, fall typhoid. So I know what I've gone through. I probably have around 700 birds at the moment, but it's so exciting to get to this moment that the birds are just coming to the point of laying. What that means is that I'm going to stop spending money. I'm going to stop spending money for the buying them the feeds and all those things, and now all the money is going to start coming back. So the chickens are going to start buying feeds for themselves, and I'm going to have money in my pockets. I'm going to get richer a little bit. So it's so satisfying. It gives my heart lots and lots of joy to actually know what's happening, to know that the chickens have grown, to know that they have put on weight, to just look at them. You guys, I know last saw them when they were really tiny. They were probably 10 weeks. So that's around 6 weeks ago, 10 or 12 weeks, I don't remember. You know, when they were ill. But and at that time they still had the chick sound, you know, the sound of a typical chicken, like a chick. But right now, this is the sound of a chicken which is about to lay. And you know, you can just hear them. You can see the combs again. It's a nice comb. It's coming up very nicely, and they can fly. Ooh. And so because the chickens are about to start laying, you're supposed to be preparing a place for them to lay eggs. And guys, I delayed. If you've followed my channel for a while, this should be a very familiar sight for you. These are laying nests that I've used before to collect the eggs for the chickens. And it's the same laying nest that I put inside, but clearly it has its flaws. If you look through, you can see the brick wall. So why on earth is it here? So guys, what's supposed to happen is that while you're preparing for your chickens to start laying, you need to make sure that you have laying nests inside your house from between the 12th and 14th week, moving upwards. So this is the end of the 16th week, and it's clearly late for me. And the reason is that I didn't get the time to actually make the laying nests. So these were the old laying nests that I had. I just got the person who is working on the farm to help me clean them, disinfect them, and put them back inside here. And the purpose is that they're going to just act as a makeshift thing. The purpose of having these laying nests in here is that you want the chickens to get used to the fact that there is a dark place for them. By the time they start laying, they should know that, oh, there's actually a dark place that we are used to where we can go and lay. So I just had someone, you know, carry them inside here, and we've been keeping them here. They have been here for around a week or so. But we have actually made better laying nests. They are not sufficient enough, but they're going to do for now. And guys, these are the better laying nests that we have made. Clearly better than the previous time. Way better. It's interesting to see the evolution that happens as you take longer in the business and get to know how to do things better. It's really interesting, and I like what's happening. If you had noticed, if you have been following my channel, but I talk about following my channel, if you like the content and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, smash that notification bell. That way you never miss out on an upload. What are you waiting for? Just subscribe. And we're getting back to this. This laying nest is a little bit different from the other one. The other ones I made myself. This I didn't make myself. Well, I didn't do a very good job. The job was okay, but it wasn't good enough. On the other laying nest, I had left holes in between here. And what that meant is that I couldn't use wood shavings inside the other laying nest, because when you put the wood shavings, they break down to smaller pieces and they would seep through and pour down. So I had to use grass as the cushioning for the egg, because you can't just leave it as plain wood. If you do, the chickens will just break all the eggs. So you need some kind of cushioning. So using grass, the chickens would just pick out all the grass. They either love to play with it or to try to eat it. They would pick it out, and so we would have to keep replacing the grass every so often, trying to replace the grass very, very often. And that became very expensive for me. When it's a small cost, but over time it becomes expensive. And it's stressful, and sometimes if you forget to replace the grass, the eggs break. Now with this type, there is no space in between at all. Completely no space. If I put wood shavings, currently I haven't put wood shavings because it's not really necessary at the moment. But even if I put wood shavings right now, they wouldn't seep through, they wouldn't fall down. The person who made them really well. It's not that I couldn't make them, guys. I was just tired. I've been really working over the last week, so I didn't have all the physical strength to make it. But I think it's a good one, so I got someone to make it, and it's a nice one. And so I'll just help you guys understand the whole concept of this thing, because the purpose of making this video is to help you guys make your own laying nests. I want you to understand that it's really easy to make. You don't need to pay someone to go and make a very expensive laying nest. No, you can actually do it at your place using very locally available materials, and it will work well. Probably not as efficient as an automatic one where you just come and pick the eggs at the end of the day, because for these ones you need to keep picking the eggs probably 3 or 4 times during the day to prevent them from breaking. But this is the whole idea. This laying nest is 7 feet in length, and I think it's 2 feet in height, between 2 and 3 feet. The height is not so important, and so it has 2 stories, guys. It's a storied laying nest. Exciting, isn't it? That's 2 stories, up here and down. The chicken wants to peck my finger. I let it have its fill of my finger. Come on, you're tired? You've gone away? Okay, let's continue. So when you're calculating how many laying boxes or laying nests you need for your chickens, you need to calculate 1 square foot for 5 birds. 1 square foot for 5 birds. That's what would be ideal. You can push up to 6 or even 7, but that's not very good, because what's going to end up is you're going to have floor eggs. You guys know what floor eggs are? The chickens just start laying eggs all over the whole chicken house, and that's a very bad thing, because that leads to egg breaking, it leads to eggs being cracked, it leads to eggs being eaten, and it also leads to lots of time being wasted in collecting the eggs from the floor. So you want the chickens to lay their eggs inside the laying nests. So this is 7 feet times 2, 14 feet. 14 times 5, 70. So this laying box actually caters for 70 birds, which is a very good thing. And you can see the design of the laying nest. This top is slanting a bit. It's not flat. It's not flat at the surface, and that's very important, because you don't want the birds to roost on top of the laying nest. The birds start roosting on top here. They're going to start popping all over here. Of course, even here, the birds will roost at the very top here, at the edge. The birds can't fail to get where to roost. But that's better than having the birds roost on the entire top surface. So you need to make sure it's slanted. And then this I divided into 4 compartments, but it's 7 square feet. So 4 compartments, because I didn't want to waste material making one compartment, one compartment. So I divided it into 4 compartments, but I know that it will work for 70 birds because I made the calculation. The other thing that you'll probably notice are these, I don't know what to call them, these pieces of timber, but this laying nest is so easy to make in that they're simply made from timber, plywood, and nails. That's all you need, guys. Timber, plywood, nails, a hammer, and a hand saw. That's all you need to make this. So come on, you can make it at your own home. But you'll see these sturdy pieces of timber. This is where the birds will climb on from and get in. It's low enough for the birds to simply fly in here. I've seen quite a number of them already get in. So I know that it will work because I've seen them getting inside. Very, very simple. And There is another one that I'm going to be using on the farm. It's actually quite automatic or semi-automated, but right now is not the time to show it off. I'll probably show it off when the birds start to laying, so that I show you how it functions in contrast to this one. So yeah, that's it. We have 2 of such nests, the good ones on the farm, and then 2 of the older types. Over the next weekend or the next week, I'm going to be modifying these other 2. The really terrible looking ones. I'm going to modify them, and then I'll need to make others, because in total we're going to need 10 laying nests that carry 70 each in order to have enough capacity for 700 birds. So I'm going to be making them over the course of the week. I'm certain the birds are not starting to lay this week. You know, they have at least 2 weeks, because I can tell when I touch them, you know. I can tell very easily. So I'm so excited about the laying. Super excited, guys. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Lots of love. Catch you very soon with another video. Bye bye.